straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he's going to bring this one out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Well, that could have been disastrous. Able to recover it and retain possession on the opening kickoff.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
To the air, it's Green. The short hands, it's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That's caught. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. And so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Green. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds a tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Keeps looking downfield. Unleashes one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on... He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll try to get the edge on the left. It's a seam wide open. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Green. Fires to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab through the middle. It's Blake. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got it behind the line. It's Brown. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You just hurt.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Well, This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think the 2 earlier interceptions has rattled this quarterback a little bit. He's just not playing with a lot of confidence. He tried to complete that last throw off of his back leg. Of course, we know when you try to do that, your accuracy goes way down. This quarterback needs to get himself settled.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Green. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Now the play fake. Buys a little time. Throwing on the run. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
That's reeled in. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving. He just works to get himself open, to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Now on first down from the 30. On the ground, it's Green. Makes his man miss. Wide open spaces. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He throws back to the left side. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Scrambling away. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Pulls it in down the sideline. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Gonna run it. It's Green. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 2nd half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. And the ball squirted out. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, the offense has a nice lead here in the 2nd half, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to hold on to the football, and they are very lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost. Track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They booted away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. To throw, it's Green. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Toss to the outside. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. On the move at the 30. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. He wants to throw it again. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
On the direct snap, it's McGowan. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there, you know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not...
Fires one high and deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Made a defender miss. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it at the 15. That is exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Green. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. And he's dragged down.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Going to try to get it himself. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turns it on in midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Blake. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football games.
And that one is picked off in the end zone. He's inside the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Green. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge...
He's going for the big play. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Green. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Off the play fake on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it down the right side. And they're gonna put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Green. That's caught. It's Green. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.